What's going on, everybody? It's your boy D here from Diehl Stacey Audio. How's she going? Today we're going to take an in-depth look at
Gain staging
and mix prep inside your good old DAW Reaper. Let us get started. Why do you want to gain stage and mix prep? Well, why would you do anything? We are but a speck of dust in a meaningless universe, and we're all gonna die someday. I mean, there's a few reasons. You can set up your mixes for success. Be easily able to navigate and process your session. Never mix yourself into a corner again. Never mix yourself into a corner again. Get better mixes. Get all the busy work out of the way and just focus on your creativity. Get better mixes. Let's get started. Here I have an empty Reaper session. I haven't done anything to it except add this plugin which allows me to record DAW audio into Streamlabs OBS. First things first, let's import the tracks. Make sure you click separate tracks when it asks, because obviously we don't want every media item on the same track. Now, in Reaper, you don't really have to worry about sample rate and bit depth. The software converts all the tracks in your session into whatever the bit depth and sample rate is of your audio interface. We do have to set the BPM, however. So let's do that. Go to Project Settings. Make sure you have these time-based settings to time, otherwise it'll stretch your audio. This is very important. 137. Now our track's BPM is set to 137. And our tracks are all lined up. Now, let's color our tracks. Select several tracks at the same time by shift-clicking. I prefer orange for shells, yellow for rooms and overheads. Blue for bass. Rhythm guitars. Red. Different shades of red for the different guitars. There's a lot of them. Usually I don't work with this many tracks of guitars. Synth, sky blue. Lead vox, pink. Backing vox, lighter pink. Control Shift to unsolo all tracks. Now, We have our tracks colored. Track order is very important. Drums. It's important you keep everything in the same place, every mix you do. Your natural muscle memory can be built up, and you know where everything is in every mix you do. Let's make some groups. Control T. We're working one layer at a time here. So we're going to start grouping similar tracks together. And then we can worry about the group buses. I like all my drum buses or any folder tracks be yellow. Normally I would have an overhead and cymbal track, but we only have the overhead track, so we don't need that. And normally I would have a room track as well, but there's only one room, so that's okay. Bass. Something to note. The DI is missing for this intro. I'll have to remember that later in the mix. R1, rhythm guitars 1. Rhythm guitars 2. Red. Rhythm guitars 3. Red. Rhythm guitars 4. Red. And so forth. Check if these match. Yep. Clean guitar. They are making a special cut. So forget about them. Happens some. Then there's this guy all by his own. That's okay. Synths. While you do this, the added benefit is you start to learn the song. One for that. Backing vocal. Box. Later. Now, make vocal out. The reason we do this is so we can have a group for the lead vocals and the backing vocals. So everything vocals, we can raise or lower the gain or treat as a group if we want. Like this page. Now, I like to have an instrumental bus, which has everything but vocals. I like to make that green. A sustained instruments bus, which basically has everything but the drums. I make that purple. We need a drum bus, which just has all the drums in it. You guessed it. I like to have a shells bus. It just has the snare, toms, and kick. Guitars. Guitars. Now I think that is all the obvious groups. Now, make sure you're saving throughout this process because Reaper can crash without a moment's notice. You don't want to lose your progress. I've done it too many times, trust me. I like the folder system rather than routing stuff to separate groups, because you can collapse each folder. So if I'm only working on vocal, I don't need to see any of it. And now I don't. Fucking killer. Let's think of any other tracks that we can add right now, make our lives easier. Many times, when you're mixing drums, you'll have a parallel compression bus go. Let's create that. Color it something crazy. Like I like effects tracks to really stand out. Let's make a shell verb. Take that out of the shells button. There we go. And now that I think about it, I think I want another drum bus that doesn't have the parallel compression. Or the verb. There. You have our drums sorted. Now you're going to want some vocal effect. Well, let's put in any ones we might need. Delay quarter. Delay eighth. Delay 16th. Delay slap. Verb. All. Verb. Room. Wide. Now we'll randomly color these because I don't really care about the different colors. And we'll put them in a vocal effects group. Box effects. That way we can change the level of all vocal effects. Now, just like we did with the drums, let's have a Vox dry bus. Sometimes you might want to split the bass. So let's make those tracks. Bass high and low. Let's solve this problem. Solve problems as you see them. Let's solve this one right now. Tone's not going to be the same, but I think it'll be fine. We want to use the bass DI for these high and low tracks. Okay, let's put effects on tracks that we know need them. Bass high. Re-EQ is perfect for. We can adjust this later, but let's start with 175. High pass. And we can just flip this around on the other track. See how they sound together. They're out of phase. We'll flip this one. Better. Let's mute these for now. Let's do parallel comp and the drum shell verb. You can use whatever plugins you'd like for that. I have a preset. This is a free plugin. Get it. Sounds great on snares. Check it out. Dope. Vocal effects. Play. I like to set the low pass at about 5K. The high pass, about 500. Turn off analog. Ping pong. Same, but with an eighth note. Now we're not going to be using all of these. I want them readily set up. I want them readily available in case I need. Our verb. 1. Take down the lows. About 5 dB. We'll set this up later. Medium room. Again, set it up later. Micro Shift. Great plugin. If you don't have this, I really love this one. And it's free. Yeah. Just check it out real quick. These settings.
Ground train. The horror beats a slow refrain, a slow refrain. Oldest friend underground train. The horror beats a slow refrain.
Only use a little bit of this stuff though. Or things can get phasey.
Train. The horror beats a slow refrain, a slow refrain. In you I see an eyes of disease creeping up on me, on me, on me, on me. Somebody scream! friend underground train.
All right, that's good for now. Now, let's cut up the tracks. This is important so you can...
I've been here for so long. I've been here for so long. I've been here for so long. The rain is released. Been hanging around for hundreds of years. I've been here for so long. The rain is released. I've been hanging around for hundreds of years. I've been here for so long. I've been here for so long. The ravens roosted are gone. Been hanging around for hundreds of years. I've been here.
Done? Group tracks with G, by the way. Ungroup with U. You don't have to be absolutely perfect. Nice to get it close. And we're done. Nice. Now, I like to do this. Group all your tracks together with G. Make it so if you move one thing, you move everything. You're not taken by surprise. Decides to randomly move on you. Never fun. Anyway. I'm gonna talk to you about stripping toms. But these were done already. For the most part, but this one could be. Oh yeah. Oh. Group. I don't like. Fun. Check the other one. Group this one. Can't always get it exact, but that's pretty good. Group. Careful not to slide them. One. Fade. Oh. Really careful not to. Regroup all the tracks. Golden. Our mix is prepped. Now on to gain staging. We had a good time today, didn't we, kids? Looks like we're gonna have to make another video for the gain staging segment. Looks like this one's gonna be a two-parter. It's gonna be a two-parter. Just have so much to say about mix prep and gain staging. I didn't even get to the gain staging part. Tune in next week and we'll go over it. Bye.